Hare Krishna, the 61st Shloka from the second chapter. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asit matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pratisthita. One who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control, and fixes his consciousness upon me, is known as a man of steady intelligence. This is also one of the most important shloka. Purport: that the highest conception of yoga, perfection, is Krishna consciousness, is clearly explained in this verse. And unless one is Krishna conscious, it is not at all possible to control the senses. As cited above, the great sage Durvasa Muni picked a quarrel with Maharaja Ambarisha, and Durvasa Muni unnecessarily became angry out of pride and therefore could not check his senses. On the other hand, the king, although not as powerful as a yogi as the sage, but a devotee of the Lord, silently tolerated all the sage's injustice and thereby emerged victorious. The king was able to control his senses because of the Bhagavad Gita, because of the following qualifications, as mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So you can just pause the video and read this 3 shlokas, right? I wouldn't read it. If I have mispronounced, I'm really sorry. So it would be better if you could just go through it. I'll continue it with here. King Ambarisha fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, engaged his words in describing the abode of the Lord, his hands in cleansing the temple of the Lord, his ears in hearing the pastimes of the Lord, his eyes in seeing the form of the Lord, his body in touching the body of the devotee, his nostrils in smelling the flavor of the flowers offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, his tongue in tasting the tulsi leaves offered to him, his legs in traveling to the holy place where his temple is situated, his head in offering obeisances unto the Lord, and his desires in fulfilling the desires of the Lord. And all these qualifications made him fit to become a Matpara devotee of the Lord. The word Matpara is most significant in this connection. How one can become Matpara is described in the life of Maharaja Ambarisha. Srila Baladeva Vidyabhushana, a great scholar and acharya, in the line of the Matpara remarks, Mad Bhakti Prabhavena Sarvendriya Vijaya Purvika Swatma Drishtihi Sulabheti Bhava. The senses can be completely controlled only by the strength of devotional service to Krishna. Also, the example of fire is something given. As blazing fire burns everything within a room, Lord Vishnu, situated in the heart of the yogi, burns up all kinds of impurities. The Yoga Sutra also prescribes meditation on Vishnu and not meditation on the void. The so-called yogis who meditate on something other than Vishnu simply waste their time in a vain search after some phantasmagoria. We have to be Krishna conscious, devoted to the personality of Godhead. This is the aim of the real yoga. Hare Krishna.